3.
Hello, Ren and Dumpsters.
What?
Close enough. I want to formally apologize for the audio on our last episode. I gotta be honest, I don't know if this one's gonna be any better. I listened, but it's hard to tell when I'm listening to it on the headphones, but I can also hear us talking in real life. It's really hard to tell what's too loud and what's not, so I'm hoping it's better this time. If it's not, fucking suck it up. We are not professional podcasters, and you guys knew that. So,
Yeah. Although we definitely have claimed to be professionals.
Because we're
famous
podcasters.
and we're professionals. But we're not professionals.
We're professionals. We just never claimed to be.
What?
The
exact opposite of the truth.
Annie and I are sitting... Yeah, we're not professionals, and we have claimed to be. Annie and I are sitting across from each other this time. We've never recorded a podcast like this, so we're like looking...
We're going to be very giggly, I think, because every time I make eye contact with Lauren, I can't take it seriously.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, but I'm just trying to keep the headphones on. I usually don't because it kind of throws me off. It's like one of those speech jammer things because my voice is a little bit behind me talking. Me talking,
you listen.
Yeah. But I'm going to try to keep them on to make sure the audio isn't horrible like it was last time. Because I love you guys and I'm taking the sacrifice for it. Actually, this is not.
I'm sure they did not understand a single word you just said. Because I love you guys and
I'm taking a sacrifice for it is what I said.
I didn't get that.
Okay. All right. What are we doing today, Porks?
Life update first, if you want to. What is that? Laugh.
I just remembered something. I just remembered something. Laugh. I'm shaking.
Lauren just started fucking convulsing. What's happening?
Okay, no, I called you Porks, and it reminded me the other day. Nathan was writing a letter to mom and dad. If you guys don't know, our parents are in Brazil right now. Mm-hmm. They're gonna be there for the next 6 months. But our mom is learning to speak Portuguese, and Nathan was writing a letter to them in Brazil, and he was saying I hope Jennifer is picking up the Portuguese well and stuff. But he was typing it into a translator before he wrote it down, and he didn't know how to spell Portuguese, and he spelled it wrong, and it auto-corrected to Porkies. So he said, I hope Jennifer is picking up Porkies. Porkies, Porkies. And I was like, yeah, that's wrong. Don't write that. Don't put that in the letter.
Not quite, buddy. You're close, but
anyway, you said you wanted to do a life update. Update us on your life.
You got any life update?
Not really. Not since last time. We recorded just not that long ago. A week and a half ago, maybe. 2 weeks.
I don't have much. One big thing, I guess. I don't
have much except one big thing.
Well, it's not very many.
Yeah, okay.
But one big.
Yes.
Not many, but one big.
It's $1 bill. It's not 100 pennies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I went on a date last week, which is not something I ever fucking do. Nope. It had been over a year since the last time I went on a date. And we're going on another date today, pretty much immediately after we finish recording. So, wish me luck.
Okay.
I had a dream about her last night, wherein we got arrested for breaking and entering.
Where were you going?
I don't remember.
What were you breaking into?
There was another person with us, but it was one of her friends, I think. Not a real person, just some rando. We broke into a museum or something, and then we ran away, and it was pitch black, so we were just running into the darkness and couldn't see anything, and then we got arrested because they found us.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I had a dream that our family was all together, and we were going to see a movie on Thanksgiving. Okay. And we drove past the house of a guy I went to high school with. And
for our audio listeners, Lauren just gave me a knowing nod because I know who she's talking about.
Yeah, I'm not going to say his name. We drove past his house because his parents live in the same city our parents live in. So we were going from our parents' house to the movie theater. So we drove past his house. And Nathan was in the car, but I was like, stop the car, because the guy I went to high school with was pulling up to his parents' house, and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen him in years.
You would not have asked us to stop the car.
No, I would have been like, drive away! Gary! But in the dream, I was like, stop, because I wanted to say hi to him, because I was like, I haven't seen him in so long.
Okay.
And I stopped, and he was with his mom, and I was like, how are you guys doing, whatever. Like, just, like, friendly. And Nathan was really uncomfortable. And rightfully so.
This dude sucks. That's all I'm going to say on the matter.
This dude,
there's a
lot of lore with this dude.
Lots of lore.
Whatever.
But all you need to know is that he sucks.
I'm, like, not going to get into it. But anyway.
Good idea.
There's chocolate on my leg. Anyway, so then I was like, well, good to see you, bye. And he's like, have fun at your movie. And I was like, how did you know we were going to a movie? And he's like, and he told us exactly what movie we were seeing. And it was called, like, Witchcraft or Warlock or something with a W. And he's like, and it's starring Daniel Craig. And I was like, yes, how did you know? And then we went to the movie theater, which was in a mall. But before we like went into the movie, which was very interactive, by the way, we like were a part of the movie, and there was a zipline thing, and also it was Mario Party, but it wasn't. It was like dark Mario Party, like evil Mario Party. Anyway, but before we went to the movie, and we were like in teams, and Amanda was there. It doesn't matter.
Can we move faster?
Okay. Before we went to the movie, we were walking around the mall, and they had a bunch of different like bakeries, and I had like Googled them, and I was like, they have a keto bakery. For those of you who don't know, my doctor has told me for my digestive problems and like other things, I need to eat like a really low carb diet, and it's been weighing on me, but I'm getting used to it. And anyway, so I was like, they have keto bakeries here, Annie, we have to go. And we found this one that was like, yeah, we're like a low sugar.
They had multiple keto bakeries at this mall.
Well, let me get into it. Hold on. So we went to the first bakery, and the woman who owns it, she's like, yeah, we're like a low sugar bakery. Everything in here is like low sugar. And she had like displays. She was like, this is how many grams of sugar we removed from this recipe. And it would be like a teaspoon in a bag or whatever. And I was like, well, that's not useful to me at all. Like, I was like, do you have any like zero sugar things? And she's like, no, it's all just low sugar. And you can see how many grams of sugar we removed. And I was like, that's literally like a tablespoon or something. Like, this is a stupid bakery. And so we left. And we went to the next bakery, and you were like, oh, we could try this one. And I was like, no, that's the weed bakery. They only sell like edible.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
edibles.
let's go there.
It's just like, yeah, it's just like pot brownies and cookies and things, and like that's it. And you were like, oh, okay. And so we just kept walking, and then we ended up going to the movie. We didn't go to any other bakeries, but
interesting.
Yeah. Anyway.
An edibles keto bakery.
Oh, and then we ran into the guy from high school at the mall too.
Ew.
Because he was like, oh yeah, I'm going to see the movie also. That's how I knew you guys were seeing the movie. And I was like,
I think if I actually ever saw him in person, I'd bitch slap him.
I think if I ever saw him again, I would probably throw up.
I
would. No, like my anxiety would get so bad. I might have like a heart attack. Like it would be bad. I would get really unhealthy real quick. Anyway, so what are we doing on the podcast today?
So today's episode is about our 2025 wish lists.
And your 2025
and
wish
yours.
list.
For the ones of you who submitted your wish lists. To the rest of you, go fuck yourself.
Honestly, we only have like 4 listeners, and we got 4 submissions, so I think we're good.
Nice.
Actually, I don't know if Mia ever submitted hers.
Mia, go fuck yourself.
I'm gonna text her, and if she responds by the end of this recording, we'll be able to. Because she told me she was thinking of them. So.
Also, we saw Mia at the thrift store the other day. Random chance.
We ran into Mia at DI.
Yeah, and she just like stared at me. Love you, Mia. Anyways, the concept for today. You guys have submitted things that you want to happen in 2025. This is not like your New Year's resolutions.
No.
It's not the things you want to do. It's just things you want to happen to you, to the world, like
to people
big
around
things,
you, to
little
celebrities.
things, anything. Like just it could just be you want some rando celebrity to drop dead all of a sudden.
It doesn't have to be realistic either. It can be magical.
Doesn't have to be something even remotely feasible. That's the concept today. So, Lauren, would you like to kick it off with your first wish? Oh, also, we are your genies. We will be deciding whether or not we will grant your wish.
We're not going to start with our own wishes. We're going to start with viewers' wishes, I think. So, let's see. We will start with Kendall, because I think she was the first one to submit a wish. So, she gets to go first.
Good for you, Kendall.
She sent us an email. Guys, email us renandstumpypod@gmail.com. Send us whatever you want. We'll read it. Doesn't matter what it says in it. We will read it word for word. You can make us say whatever you want. We're like,
My cat just meowed.
But like no slurs or anything. Okay, so
yeah,
anyway.
no, I will not read just anything you say.
I will read anything you say.
Oh, God.
If
Okay.
you want to hear something in my words, put it in
Move
an
on,
email.
Lauren.
All right, Fiddle's email says, okay, bitches, my wishes for 2025
bitches, mean.
are... she wants to enjoy her student teaching. She's going into student teaching this coming semester, and she's hoping she will enjoy it. Annie, will you grant that wish?
Sure.
Nah. You're gonna hate it.
That serves you right for fucking abandoning us.
Yeah,
Misogyny,
Kendall stopped
you
working
stupid
with
little bitch.
us. She was our coworker, and now she's just somebody
Some
that we
girl.
used to know.
She's just some
Now you're
rando.
Somebody that I used
She's just our
to
weird
know.
obsessive fan now.
Somebody
Good riddance, bitch.
used to know.
What's her next wish?
Have a good mentor teacher. Nope. Graduate. Nope. We just grant none of her wishes. No, we will grant all of those wishes for you.
Fine. Those are fine.
Move the fuck out of Utah. Love you though.
Okay. Not crazy about that one, bitch.
Not crazy about that one.
Because what I'm hearing is get the fuck away from Annie and Lauren.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too.
And I don't like that.
So I think that gets a big fat. Oh, you know what? We should have brought my no button.
Oh, we should have.
Damn it. Okay, I have like a button where every time you press it, it says no, like in a different voice. It'll be
Yeah.
like, no, 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 no. Whatever.
Yeah. Classic. That would have been
Totally
great.
should have used that for this episode.
We still need to get our like buzzer real bad. That'd be great for this.
Okay, the first three we will grant. You can
Yeah.
graduate and enjoy the rest of your schooling and all that, but
Do not leave us behind. You
move the fuck out of
stupid
Utah. I
fucking
don't think
bitch.
so. Sorry.
Love you.
Okay. Her husband gets accepted to a good graduate program. Sure. These are all
As long as it's in Utah.
As long as it's in Utah.
I mean, like he can go wherever he wants.
Did you
I guess, as long
did
as
you wish
stay.
for anything that's not school related? Or anything
Nerd,
that's not about
nerd,
you?
loser,
I want you to wish
nerd.
something about like something funny about the world or about like just I don't know. These are all school. School's boring. I'm not
Nerd.
granting anything else that has to do
Nerd.
with school. Husband gets a better job and he is out of school. Kind of related to school. Nope.
Yeah, no.
She gets to hang out with her mom a lot. Okay, I'll grant that one. That's a cute wish.
Fine. That's fine.
Move to Texas.
I fuck with Lindsay.
She wishes not to get pregnant. I'll grant you that one.
I'll grant you that wish.
I will grant you that one because that sucks.
That's a good one.
I also
That's
would
so
like
fair.
to wish for that. Will you grant me my wish, Annie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll grant you that wish.
I mean, I know you would like to be an aunt, and I would have cute ass babies.
not yet. I know you're not ready. That's fine.
I'm not. She wants to start therapy. I think that I will also
That is a
grant.
good wish. I will grant
I
that
will grant
wish.
you those.
And you need it, bitch. Kidding. I mean, I'm not, but.
She says, those are all actually serious for once. If I think of more, I'll send them. She only sent us one other email, and it said, I forgot one. Well, actually, she said, I forgore one. Trump dies. Sent from my iPhone.
Granted, bitch.
Granted.
Absolutely.
That one was on a lot of people's wish lists.
Yeah, we've gotten that submission
Yeah,
from
that was
multiple
on
people,
mine. That was
including
on
both
our
of us.
bosses. That was on Kendall's. In a roundabout way, that was on Amanda's. We'll get to Amanda's. Hers is next.
Okay.
Okay. Then, sorry, I guess like I'm the one reading all of these because I'm
That's
the
fine.
one that kind of has access to the. All right, Amanda's wish is a little controversial. We're gonna get into some controversy on the Ren and Stump pod. She says she wishes for Luigi. How do you say his last name? Mangione.
Probably.
Mangione. Something Italian. I don't
Just
know.
butcher it on purpose.
Yeah, Luigi Mangione.
There you go.
To be free, and that he will run for president and win in November 2025. Oh, she was very specific about the month that she wants this to happen.
Granted, I don't know how that happened, but
Sure.
I mean, well,
Here's the thing: if we granted that wish,
it'd
cause an uprising, but-
that would not go well for the country.
but the thing is,
We'd
with the
be
wish
screwed.
granting, is we can do whatever we want for shits and giggles, and who cares?
Because guess what? We are not real genies.
We're not real genies,
Sorry,
so we
guys.
can say whatever we want.
We lied to you.
She also said, "Please grant my wish." You're welcome. Because when she first said it to me, I was like, okay, we will make sure we mention you. And then I posted the thing about like, and we will be deciding whether or not to grant. And she's like, please grant mine. I agree though.
I'm not opposed to, a special election happening for whatever reason.
May Trump, if Trump were to fall dead, to fall ill, to fall not alive.
To get shot in the face.
It may happen.
I'm not opposed to somebody else. I don't think Luigi's the right option. But
it would be hilarious, but also probably not actually ideal for the country.
Very bad for the country. That would be very, very bad.
I think it would just cause way too much anger with a lot of people, and it could be not great. But
yeah,
for shits and giggles, granted.
For shits and gigs,
for shits and gigs, granted. I will say, I don't want to get way too into the whole topic of it, because this is gonna we want this to be a fun episode, and it would get way too serious way too quickly if we really went all into it. But I will just say my thoughts on that whole thing are: do drastic measures need to be taken to make drastic changes? Yeah. Is it unfortunate that that's what it had to come down to that? Also, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Total buzzkill.
It would have been, it would have been way better if the point could have been made and changes could have been made without that, right? That would have been awesome. But that's just the place it's come to in this world. It's this is what we've had to resort to. This is the only option.
Really hate having to resort to violence.
No, I do too. I wish it would, if this was an issue,
I really
that could
hate
have
it,
been
but
solved
I understand
peacefully.
why it
but
happened.
It's been go for so long that no resolutions have been come to at all, that
yeah,
gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you
gotta do on the doo-doo when you gotta
do when you gotta do. All right, next one. Next one is Leah's.
Leah, does she even listen to this? I hope she doesn't, because we're disgusting.
I don't know if she listens to this, but she follows the Instagram and supports us in other ways. So, her wish is, she says, okay, fine. My wish is to be rejected more, because it meant I sent more writing to more places. For those of you who don't know, this is our cousin Leah. She writes poetry and things.
She's very
good. She is good.
I think I've only read one of her things, but it was really good.
And I'm not granting this wish, because I would love for you to submit.
I don't like the way it's posed.
I don't like the way, yes, I don't like the phrasing. I would love for you to submit more things to more places. I think that's great. But you're not going to get rejected. We're not granting that part of the wish. You're going to get accepted to more places.
You will submit more stuff.
You will.
But you're going to be incredibly successful.
You're going to be very successful. You're
also,
going to be famous.
That definitely sounded like you wanted to be rejected by, men more, which I thought was hilarious.
When I first read it, it was I want to be rejected more. And I was like, you have a boyfriend.
Leah's like, James, get the fuck away from me already.
I want James to break up with me. Oh, my God. That's what it
I don't want to have to do it myself. I just want him to break up with me.
We're being kind of loud. We're probably... I should put the headphones back on just to make sure we're not clipping or whatever. Oh,
no. The wire on Lauren's headphones got caught on her earring.
It did. Okay, we're good. Okay. And then we're still waiting on Mia's.
Mia?
Yeah.
Mia?
She told me she was thinking about it all day. Oh yeah, you clipped the mic. We've definitely been too loud.
Oops.
Anyway, she told me she was thinking about it all day when she was at work the other day, while she was bored. But she never sent it to me. I didn't get the email, at least, so I think she didn't send it. Anyway, I texted her, so we'll wait on her response, but we also have, we have Bree. Bree sent us an email. Do you want to read Bree's email?
Sure.
Since I read a bunch of them.
Okay. Number 1, Tyler gets his data analyst promotion at work.
I'm going to turn your volume down, the top knob. Sorry. Sorry, guys.
Is that better?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay, number 1, Tyler gets his data analyst promotion at work. Tyler is Bree's fiance. Granted, I think that's an honorable wish.
I was forgetting that
Nothing
we were
wrong with
granting
that.
and not granting. I was just like, cool, yeah. Yes, granted.
I get a new job that pays better and gives me more hours. Fuck you, bitch!
Okay,
Why is everyone trying to...
Sorry.
Why is everyone trying to leave us behind? You stupid little bitches.
I'm going to edit your wish, and then I'll grant. How about this? I grant your wish that you will get more hours and more pay at your current job.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh,
you will
Rick just
stay
texted
working
us.
with us. Bree texted us. What'd she say?
It's about work. Okay, yeah, half granted with some edits.
Half granted.
That I can move into a new and better apartment that is still cheap. Granted.
Granted.
Absolutely. Sounds great. That I can get my teeth work done and it will go well, and that I will be financially stable enough to pay for it without, like, wanting to kill myself.
Granted.
Granted. All honorable wishes. Except for the second one, which was stupid and dumb, that we had to change a little bit for you.
Yeah, how come you guys are only submitting, like, things you actually want for the new year?
Yeah,
I wanted
this was supposed to be
unrealistic.
funny.
I wanted unrealistic expectations, horrible things to happen to people, funny shit.
You guys are boring as fuck.
Magic. Bring in some magic. It's okay. We'll get into our own lists. And then
ours are funnier and stupider.
Well, I think we knew what we were going for, and I probably wasn't clear on my story
That's
posts.
okay.
I thought
Other people aren't as violent
I thought
as
I
we
was
are.
because the example I gave was I want Italy to be swallowed by a giant fiery chasm.
I think that set the tone pretty clearly.
I thought.
So you guys are just stupid.
But here's the thing, guys. I still love all of you, and your wishes are very wholesome and sweet. And
maybe
I
you're just better
appreciate
people
that.
than us.
We might just be assholes. I think that's the problem.
Yeah. Lauren and I had a whole conversation about how we think we might just be assholes yesterday.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and the conclusion,
I don't plan to change.
The conclusion we came to is we are. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we're smarter than other people. What can we do about it?
Well, that's not what we said. I did not say that. You're gaslighting me. I literally didn't say that.
She literally said that.
Do you want me to pull up the text? Because I might have.
I literally said that. Yeah. I know I said it. I don't know if you said it.
Mia, she did. She submitted.
Oh, Mia,
That was so quick. Thank you, Mia. All right. Oh, Mia's are more interesting.
Okay, let's go. Oh no.
Okay, well, she says she wants Trump to die a horrible and excruciating death, and then we get a lesbian for president. So, lots of people wishing for Trump death.
That is something I forgot to mention.
What?
Along with, wanting Trump to drop dead. I want there to be a ridiculous amount of suffering before the end.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he should get shot somewhere where he's going to bleed out really slowly, but they're not going to be able to save him.
No, I would prefer, someone chainsaw his legs off and he bleeds out.
Yeah. I want him, drawn and quartered.
Yes! Oh, yes! Oh, my God. Why didn't I think of that? That is so cutesy, yeah. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Granted.
That was the third one on Mia's list. I skipped to it just because we had already talked about Trump dying, so I wanted to note another person has wished for this.
How does that make you feel, Trumpy? Huh?
Trumpy?
Are you listening?
Give him a little nickname. Hi, Trumpy.
Hey, Trumpy.
Did you see that video I sent you where the people were saying, what would happen if Trump died? And someone was like, Melania would start dating Pete Davidson.
Honestly, possible.
That's so funny. Okay. Her first wish is, I want all of the billionaires to be hung by their genitals for 10 days, and then after they get to live paycheck to paycheck in a one-bedroom apartment infested with cockroaches. Heart.
Yes! Granted!
100%
That's awesome!
granted.
Billionaires suck ass. And yes, Taylor Swift, this goes for you, you stupid little bitch.
This especially goes for you. I hate you. I like her talking to her as if she listens to our podcast.
I did the same to Trump. Everyone in the world listens to this podcast, Lauren.
Okay.
We're famous. Did you forget?
I like that, especially, a lot of this is funny, hanging them by their genitals, hilarious. But I genuinely love the idea of making them live paycheck to paycheck in a one-bedroom apartment.
They should have to experience it.
I actually want them.
They really should have to
so
experience
wholeheartedly.
what it's like.
I would love for them to experience how that feels. It's so hard.
This is a hill I will absolutely die on.
There's no ethical way to become a billionaire.
There's no that, and nobody should have that much money while people are starving.
No.
Nobody should thrive until everyone is surviving.
That
is very important.
But I think that there should be an income gap, or not gap, cap.
Absolutely.
After a certain amount, you can't make more money.
There's a certain amount of money that you get to a point you couldn't possibly spend all that money in your life if you tried. That's insane.
It is insane.
Nobody should be thriving until everybody is surviving. Yeah. That's my life fucking motto.
Yeah.
Because how can you live like that and see people starving on the streets and just be fine with it?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. All right, next one.
So absolutely granted.
Oh, this is a good one. You know how, okay, to preface, before I read hers, when you go to a little cafe or something, and even you order a drink you've ordered a million times before, it's your favorite drink, But, like, something about the barista that time.
It's just not as good.
It's just, like, wrong.
Just doesn't
it's
hit
just,
quite
like, a little
right.
off. You're
Yeah.
like, my coffee's not good today.
Is the wish just for
And
your
it's
coffee
like-
to always be consistent?
It says, I want every matcha latte, coffee, and soda to taste perfect, so I never have to be disappointed. It's like, I always want it the way I imagine it in my head.
There you go.
You know, like when you have
That's
a drink,
it.
you're like, oh, I want to order that. That sounds so good. And you have it pictured in your head, but then you drink it and you're like, oh.
My advice, go to Java Junkie. It's a
Mia,
cafe in
Mia likes
Provo.
Java Junkie. She knows.
And
think.
they are so consistent.
she knows.
It's always good. I've
It's
never
always
had a
good.
bad coffee.
Never
from
had a bad
Java
coffee
Junkie.
for Java Junkie. They have like a brick and mortar like cafe in on Center Street in Provo.
They also have a little stand
They also have
in
a drive-through stand in
Yeah.
Springville.
And they're so good. They're very consistent.
They're very consistent because like even like between the two locations, it's not different.
It's
at all.
always the same.
It's the same.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but it's great. I don't know
love
if like
them.
they just the way they train
I
their baristas
love
is
them.
with like very consistent whatever, but it's really good.
Always good.
I haven't tried their matcha though. Well, I have, but it was years and years ago,
I've never
and
tried
I
their
don't
matcha.
remember. But
Matcha
their coffees
is more
are
hit or miss, I
always
think, than coffee, but-
consistent and always good. So that's a good wish.
Their chai too. Their chai is
We're
good.
granting that wish. 100%.
Absolutely granted.
And that's granted for all the girlies and all the gays and all the anyone else that I like.
But if you suck as a person, I hope your coffee always tastes burnt
Yeah.
and bitter, no matter
Yep.
how much sugar you add.
every
to
time
it.
Taylor Swift orders an iced coffee, I hope it tastes watered down.
Everything she eats for the rest of her life tastes like shit.
Yeah. So we'll just go along with Mia's last one and say, except for the billionaires.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
And, well, there are a lot of other exceptions besides
Well,
just
yeah.
billionaires.
You know what I mean, though.
Like a few of our coworkers. Oh, except those coworkers are Mormons, so we've got to
Okay.
have something else that tastes bad for them.
She said sodies too.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. The syrup is never potent enough, or it's way too.
Yeah.
And it's just like, ugh. Okay. The next one you're gonna love. And,
It's like mostly ice in the cup. Sorry.
and I love it also.
Okay.
Joey King breaks all of her teeth and never shows her face again.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Absolutely
Funny thing about this is
granted.
when I read that, I was like, she already looks like she doesn't have teeth.
It's true.
Sorry, that's so bad. I
Yeah.
don't care. I hate her.
But it's true.
I can't even explain like what it is. I hate her. She just has
yeah.
her vibes.
She just
are
has an
wrong.
awful vibe.
Her vibes are just not good.
Like, one of the first things I know her from is her role in New Girl.
Oh,
And
yeah.
oh
Well, she
my
sucks there.
god, she's insufferable.
She just like
Plus, anybody who had a part in the kissing booth, what the fuck are you
my
doing? And that goes
God.
for you, Jacob Elordi. What the fuck were you thinking?
I like you, man, but what the hell was that? What was that?
Because Jacob Elordi
How
is
bad
listening to
did
this
you
podcast
really?
right now.
How bad did you really need that paycheck? I mean, honestly, I feel like that was what kind of
It's
got
kinda
him
what
his
kickstarted
start.
his
So I guess he
career, yeah.
did need the paycheck, but like, woof, woof.
Big woof.
Yeah.
So bad.
I am really happy to find that Mia doesn't like Joey King. That
Yeah,
doesn't
good
surprise
for you,
me.
Mia.
She seems like the
I'm
type
happy
that
for
would
you.
hate Joey King.
Granted.
Mia,
moving on.
I've known her a long time. She's always been a hater, and I love that.
I love a hater. Love you, Mia.
Love you, Mia.
Moving on.
I'm gonna see you tonight. Oh my gosh, I love you.
Oh my gosh, I'm not.
You could just like crash our dinner. I wouldn't complain.
I
Okay,
have a
anyway,
panic attack.
her last one is that she gets an endless wallet for tattoos specifically.
Oh, I want a tattoo so
Granted.
fucking bad. Granted.
What would you get a tattoo of for your first tattoo?
Well, our first tattoos are supposed to be matching tattoos with each other.
I know, but I'm a pussy.
custard and pupcake
I don't know.
from
That was
Strawberry
so
Shortcake.
Cute.
I'm
I-
Cupcake, she's Custard, obviously.
Yeah, 'cause I'm Kiki. She's Booba.
Yeah.
I just
Come on!
I'm a puss.
Can I get it for you as like your birthday gift so you don't have to pay for it? We get our matching tattoos for your birthday?
You might. This is gonna sound really bad. This is gonna make my boyfriend sound like a horrible boyfriend. But you might be able to convince me to do it when Nathan is gone in the military.
Interesting.
Cause like, I don't know why, but he like hates tattoos for himself. He doesn't care if other people get them, but he like does not want any. And I feel like I've sort of projected that onto myself from him, even though like he wouldn't care. Like he knows that like I've thought about it and I've wanted to do it, but just because like he doesn't like them for himself, I'm like, I'm just an insecure person and I worry
On
about
my
things
wish
that I shouldn't worry
list,
about. So.
Lauren and I get our fucking matching tattoos already. But for not matching tattoos, I desperately want a tattoo that says "The wave returns to the ocean."
Oh, that's cute.
I would want some sort of imagery with it, but I think wave tattoos can be really, really basic, so I don't know
can be
exactly
kinda
what I'd want to
cheeky.
do. Yeah. So I don't know what imagery I'd want to do with it, but I
either.
definitely want a tattoo that says that, because that's, if you guys don't know, that's a quote from The Good Place.
I love The Good
It's
Place.
like a Buddhist proverb or something, I don't know. And it's it makes me cry every time I see that part of the show.
No, yeah.
It's in the last episode, and it's fucking gut-wrenching. And I just think it's a beautiful concept, so.
Yep, okay, Slay. Those are all Mia's. I think they were very good ones.
Very good.
Yeah.
All granted.
Also, for the record, it's not just like Nathan is convincing me not to get a tattoo. I have horrible commitment problems with that type of stuff. I can't get it out of my head that I'm gonna hate it later or regret it later, and I just can't like get over that feeling. It's like I have all these ideas for tattoos that I think would be so cute.
I have a very long list. I haven't gotten one yet.
I have a ton that I'm like, this would be so cute and this would be so cute, but like there's something that's just like stopping me from like doing it.
Yeah.
Well, money is one, but the other is just like.
But I'm saying I'd pay for it for your birthday.
Even if it was free, I think I would still just be like,
Well, give it some thought.
I don't know. I can't.
Because I really want to get that matching tattoo with you.
I don't know. Like I want to, but I don't know if my motives are right. Maybe I just want to get tattoos so that I won't look so Mormon. But like, is it something I actually want?
That's a perfectly fine.
I mean,
motive.
yeah. Well, yes, but also like, is it something I actually want for my body, or am I just doing it to like make a point? You know?
That's
and
fair.
like,
obviously, I don't
know.
want. We don't need to get matching tattoos if you really don't want to.
I don't know if it's like an OCD thing, but like making decisions like this stress me the fuck out. And I'm like,
fair.
I don't know, because maybe it's not an OCD thing, but I do have a very big problem. I've talked about this in therapy ad nauseum. That I'm very black and white thinking, and there is a right and there is a wrong with everything. And so I'm convinced that there is a right decision and there is a wrong decision, and I'm like stuck in this middle of like what's right, what's wrong, what's right, what's wrong. And like that's not really how things work.
Not really.
Not everything has a right and wrong all the time.
You get the tattoo or you don't get the tattoo.
Yeah.
That's it.
But it's hard for me to let go of that with pretty much any decision making, especially a decision that's permanent. It's very hard. But
okay, we got to move on.
Yes,
or we're
you
never
do
gonna
your
finish
list.
this episode. Okay.
We're half an hour in, so when we've gone through everyone else's list, half an hour for ours should be good because we have longer lists.
Yeah.
So I think we're good.
Okay. Number 1 on my list. No more fucking live action remakes of animated movies. I'm so fucking fed up. They're so unnecessary. They don't need to happen. It's a huge slap in the face to animation as a medium, and it pisses me off, and they're never as good, and they don't capture the same magic that animation has, and it's stupid. Why did we get a live action Avatar? Nobody fucking wanted that.
No.
It was bad. I tried to watch the first episode, and I wanted to vomit everywhere. Awful. Why are they remaking How to Train Your Dragon? I don't fucking know. From what I can tell, it's shot for shot. What is the point if it's shot for shot?
It's just a cash grab.
The thing is,
just a cash grab. If anyone can present me with any legitimate reason for making a live action movie out of an animated movie that isn't just for the company to make money, I would love to hear it. But I have not heard a single reason for them.
People will always say like, oh, you guys will complain either way if they add new things or if they keep it exactly the same. Yes, I fucking will, because it just doesn't need to happen. I don't want them to change it. I don't want them to keep it exactly the same. I just want to watch the original movie again. I don't need a new version of it.
I feel like, what was I going to say? Have there been any live action remakes you've enjoyed?
I didn't hate the Cinderella remake because it's an old story.
I was about to say this doesn't
and it's just a new spin on that same old story.
Well, the Cinderella story
acceptable.
Has been told a million times.
Yes.
It's an old folk
I think it's
tale.
perfectly acceptable to tell that story again because that story's been told for a very long time.
Before you said that, I was literally about to say I feel like this doesn't apply to like folk tales.
Yeah.
Because those stories
you can make those over and over again. I think that's okay.
The thing with folk tales is that they've had so many iterations, so many changes, so many, and like they come from different cultures, how different cultures told the Cinderella story, and like that kind of stuff doesn't bother me because that's kind of an intrinsic part of folklore. Is that you retell them? You retell it and it changes and like depending where it comes from, the medium, the culture, like that's kind of what folklore is.
So that kind of thing I can understand.
So that doesn't bother me so much when it's just like I don't know. If they were to make just like a cartoon show that exists, like Steven Universe, for example, that I love. It exists as a cartoon. It's always been a cartoon. It was invented to be a cartoon. That's how it was created. Making it into something live action would just piss me off. Like, why? That's not how it's meant to be.
I have recently been seeing a lot of people share their fan casts for a live action Arcane. And I want to punch those people in the face so fucking hard. First of all, it just came out, and it also has revolutionary, beautiful animation.
Yeah, what
the
fuck?
That animation is absolutely stunning. And it's different, and it's unique, and it's the right way to tell this story.
Bro, I hate
it. It was the correct decision. Sometimes animation is the best way to tell a story.
It is. Well, especially
very often, actually. I love animation
when that story has fantastical elements, and
yes,
magical elements.
It would just be full of bad CGI because somehow CGI is fucking regressing, and I don't know why.
Yeah,
it's getting worse for some reason.
But like animation is if it takes place on a different planet, if it's has beings that aren't human or animals that exist, like animation's the right way to portray that. It just is. Like, it just is. And it looks so beautiful. I'm going to go back to Steven Universe because it's probably my favorite animated thing. The animation style of Steven Universe, it's like, it's part of the story. It's part of what Steven Universe is. Steven Universe, it's not just the characters and the story that happens. It's also the way that it looks and feels. It's the vibe. It's the ambiance of the show. That's a huge part of what Steven Universe is. And when you take it away from that medium, it like loses its soul. It's like that's not what this is. You're getting rid of what the show is.
Exactly. One of my favorite animated shows is She-Ra, the recent remake of She-Ra. That one I'm okay with. That being a remake, it's fantastic. But
well, it's not a live action remake.
Yeah. I love that show so much. It's definitely made for kids, but I don't care. I think
Steven Universe is made for kids.
It's the kind of kids show that's made with an adult audience in mind as well.
It's the kind of kids show that really is good for everyone. Yeah.
And I love that show because of the animation, and there are things in that show that would not translate well to live action. The main character, Adora, who uses her magical sword to transform into She-Ra, she grows like 3 feet when she transforms. How the fuck would you do that in live action?
Yeah.
It would definitely look fucking bad.
Well, yeah, imagine fusion in Steven Universe.
It would be so awful.
It would be so ugly. Never, please,
It'd be terrible.
Never, ever do that, please. Like, I would kill myself if you guys made that into live action.
I don't want that. But the thing is, She-Ra's been around for a long time as a character, so I'm worried someone's going to try to do a live action of that someday, and I really fucking hope not, because it'd be so bad. But like animation is clearly the right way to tell that story because that's not going to look good in live action. It's going to look really bad.
Okay, we've talked about this for 7 minutes.
Yeah, sorry.
And that's just one thing on the list. So
I could talk about that topic for a whole episode easily because it's something I am very passionate about.
I agree, like partially because, like I said, I just love animation as a medium.
It's beautiful,
but also just generally speaking, I feel like there are not a lot of unique ideas coming out these days.
I'm so tired of remakes in general.
New stories, just remakes, sequels, prequels. Like and I know this is like, and at least people complain about a lot. I know, but it's like a legit complaint.
If you're rebooting something or remaking something, at least give it your own unique twist. That's why I don't mind the She-Ra remake. It's very different from the original, but it's still a beautiful story, and they made it gay. So how could I complain? Also, I never cared about the original. Maybe I'd be more annoyed about it if I ever watched the original.
Maybe, but I don't know. Anyway, next one. Should we go back and forth? Like I do one from my list, and then you do one, and then I do one? Okay. Well, the first one on my list was Donald Trump shot dead, but we already went over that.
We've discussed that at length already. Yep. I think we're good on that one. Granted.
Okay, my first one is my wish for 2025 is that in TikToks, Instagram Reels, whatever, any sort of social media content, no more part 2s, and no more comment this and I'll DM the recipe, or comment this to see the full video or full workout or whatever. So done with that.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo, bitch. I'm so done
tired of that. Done. No more part 2s. It's stupid. There is no reason. There's nothing you could possibly be doing in your video that is so long it can't fit into I'm pretty sure Instagram Reels can be 3 minutes now. So hey man, you have time.
TikToks can be 10 fucking minutes.
You have time. It's just such an annoying ploy for follow me so you can see it, or go to my page so you can find it.
It's just for more engagement. They get twice as much engagement if there are 2 parts.
And I hate it. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's unethical. I don't like it.
On that same thought, I want it to be harder to be an influencer as a profession. I
want influencers to make less money.
It's way too easy to become famous nowadays and to be an influencer. First of all, it's not a job that provides anything to society. I'm sorry. There are some people who provide knowledge, who are actually entertaining.
Green. But at very least, it's or at very most, honestly, it's a marketing job.
Yeah.
You just get jobs. You're getting paid by companies to make ads.
Yeah. There are a few creators that I think I genuinely learn from. There are some dietitians that I follow that I've learned great stuff
There are
from.
some comedians that I'm like, you
Some
know what, you have
comedians that
talent.
genuinely
you have
are entertaining.
comic talent, and it's worth watching. It's
But
real entertainment.
it's way too easy to just have a pretty face and a skinny body and be famous. And that pisses me off. It needs to be a harder job to achieve.
Or
and I need these bitches to stop saying that their job is hard. I don't fucking believe you.
The fucking dudes who just like go up to like drunk girls on the street and they're like, what's your body count?
Yeah, no,
How
that's
is
not
that your
fucking
job? That's your job and you make more money than me? Are you actually kidding?
This is actually the problem with the workforce. This is why there aren't enough people in the workforce. It's because so many people have this stupid fucking job.
Yeah.
Because it does sound like a really nice life to have that job.
Because it's fucking
really fucking easy. But I need people to stop doing that shit because you're not providing anything.
You're not,
to
and also
society. I'm sorry.
I don't need people to stop doing it because yes, I benefit from it. I
like maybe have a real job too.
But that's what I'm saying. I just think
it should be a side hustle and only a side hustle.
A job as an influencer shouldn't be paid as well as it is. People are fucking millionaires.
One of my
off this
absolute
shit.
favorite influencers, he refuses to do brand deals. He only promotes stuff he actually uses and likes. He like literally just makes videos to educate people, and I love him so much.
Yeah.
Like he's like a fitness and like
it's unfortunate because like
dude.
YouTube started out as literally just people posting shit for fun.
Yeah.
When it for the first like
it's
quite
not
a
a
few
job.
years, I feel like when it like came to existence, the people who were popular on there, Smosh, whatever, Fred,
Fred, oh my god.
I mean, I don't know exactly at what point they started making money from it, but I know that when they started and for the first few years they were doing it, it was just because they liked doing it for fun. And I miss that. That's
why YouTube was created.
I miss content creation because people like it and it's fun, not because they're like, oh, it's so quick and easy to make money off of this, and like, how can I get the most engagement and what can I do to get the most comments and this and that, whatever. There are people that I love, like influencers that I do like follow, but I feel like all of the ones that I like, the YouTubers I watch and stuff, I feel like to me they feel like they do it because they genuinely love it. Like I have no doubt in my mind that Curtis Connor loves making the videos that he makes.
He's a legitimate comedian. Like
he also is a legitimate
he's
comedian.
Good at.
He's really good. He went to comedy school.
Yeah.
Like that's what he wanted to do for his profession, and that's respectable. Mm-hmm. But just I don't know, the fucking I don't want to say all street interviewers, but like a lot of that kind of stuff is just what are we doing? Or like the girls that are just like, get ready with me. That's not a job.
It's not a job.
That's not a job. You're just getting dressed for the day. Yeah. Everyone does that, and they don't make millions of dollars off of it. I get ready every day.
Me too. That's crazy. The thing is, I don't want it all to shut down because there are people making a real difference in the world. There's this one creator I love. She does free home cleanings for people, and we need to stop talking about these for so long.
Get through this list.
Sorry,
quicker.
she does free home cleanings for people.
Also, we're probably being so loud.
She makes all of her money by posting videos. It's the way that she affords cleaning people's homes.
I've seen that.
Yeah, people's homes who are like really, really disgusting and filthy and like seem beyond repair, but she goes in and she fixes them up, provides them with new kitchen utensils and new cleaning supplies.
I love that she doesn't charge them anything because all the money she makes
doesn't charge them a cent
doing the videos.
And
I love
Scrub Daddy,
that.
I fucking love you. Scrub Daddy gives her a crazy amount of money to help her do this kind of stuff. Yeah,
that's so cute.
I saw a video like yesterday of her. She did this home cleaning. She was like, it was the worst one I've ever done. We had to get a biohazard team in there. Oh, wow. Like it was like tens of thousands of dollars that it took to clean this place up, and Scrub Daddy
repairs
gave her all of the money to do it.
That's amazing.
I fucking love Scrub Daddy.
That I can totally get behind. 100%.
That's what big corporations should do with their money.
I agree.
Use it to help people.
Yeah,
because Scrub Daddy, I'm sure, makes plenty of money to provide for all of their employees and even their CEO, and they still give so much away.
Hello, good sponges.
Also, fantastic sponges.
Fantastic.
I will never go back. I love a Scrub Daddy.
I love a Scrub Daddy.
And their advertising is so funny. I love Scrub Daddy. They're one of my favorite companies in the world.
Anyway, I have a lot of feelings on that, but yours is next.
Okay.
Wow, we really need to, let's go quick.
My next one's really quick. I have a condition called hyperhidrosis. I'm excessively sweaty, especially in my hands. I want that fucking gone. I'm so done. I want it gone, but I don't want to have to get the stupid surgery to have it gone. I just want it gone.
Granted.
Thanks.
We haven't been saying we're granting each other's wishes. We've just been aggressively agreeing and talking about it. But
I think it's pretty clear. Yeah. So far, they've all been granted.
My next wish is also a pretty quick one. No more Fiddler on the Roof. I hate it. That musical fucking sucks.
I made Lauren watch Fiddler on the Roof when I was a sophomore in high school.
No,
because I was in it, and I'm so sorry.
I had to watch.
Imagine being in the show, Lauren.
Bro, no, listen to what I'm saying.
It was torture.
I hated it before then. I had to watch the movie for a film class I was in college.
I've never watched the whole movie. I started it and I gave up.
Sucks. It's so long. Anyway, no more Fiddler on the Roof. Will you grant it?
Granted, yes. I hate that show. That show was traumatic for me. Also, that show
musical.
ruined my relationship with my best friend.
I actually love musicals. Hate Fiddler on the Roof.
It's so bad.
Hate it.
No, I hate it.
More like Diddler on the Roof.
My next one. This is also quick. I want to go to therapy down to once a month instead of every other week.
Oh my gosh, I was thinking that too. I was actually talking to Keith about that the other day. Also, fun fact, found out my friend Keith and I see the same therapist, and we did not know that.
And I also see that same therapist.
Yeah. That was quite the realization. We were like, oh, well, she's great, isn't she? And he was like, yeah, she's great.
She's incredible. We love her. Love you, Troy.
Weird.
Okay. Your turn.
I want the third Spider-Verse movie to come out.
Yes.
Finally, I need it.
Oh my god, that was actually mine. I put that on your list yesterday.
True, but I agreed with it.
But yes.
That cliffhanger was the worst, and I
actually cannot
to
handle
see the third movie.
Need it so bad. Okay, mine. Granted.
Which is hilarious since we were just like, everyone makes sequels these days and everything's... But Spider-Verse is good, so whatever.
It's a trilogy. You're allowed to have a trilogy.
Also, Spider-Verse is actually a pretty unique thing. Yes, Spider-Man's been told before, but they've never made a Miles Morales one before this. They've never done it in an animation style like this before.
Yeah.
And like we were saying, we love animation.
And Spider-Verse, I think, set a huge trend for people getting more creative with animation, and I fucking love it.
and I love it.
I'm so glad people, even like Puss in fucking Boots, is more creative with their animation style now. That movie was so good.
Puss. Ew, Puss in
Not much
Boots.
better than Puss.
Puss in Boots. It was actually really good. Okay, what's yours?
It was really good.
What's your next one?
I would like to end diet culture permanently forever.
Granted.
Because I'm so fucking done. I saw a video the other day of this girl. She was like, why can't I keep trying to look for meal plans that are just like how to feel better, how to feel healthier and stronger. Yeah. And every single one I find is how to be skinnier, how to lose 10 pounds in 1 week.
Yeah.
And she's like, I just want to feel stronger and healthier.
I
don't want to lose weight. I just want to feel better. And she couldn't find anything.
Can I add to your, add to that with like,
Absolutely.
not just with diet culture, yes, but also just fear-mongering with foods in general. I'm so tired of.
Calm down about seed oils. There's not too much sugar in fruit.
Okay,
Shut up.
I saw this video the other day that was just like a compilation of clips from different TikToks, different reels, all these different people saying different things, giving advice that were so contradictory. It was like never eat seed oil, and then it would imagine, and then next it was like, why sesame seed oil is really good for you. It was like, don't eat eggs. Why eggs are the best protein that you can eat in the morning. Like, it was just all this contradictory stuff. It was like, spinach is terrible for you. Spinach is one of the best foods for you. It was just, everything is either bad or good, or like, and there's no, like, I'm just so tired of it. I'm so tired of it.
Every single food in the world, there has been somebody who said never touch it, never put it in your body.
And I'm like, can we stop?
You literally cannot win.
If we are not licensed dietitians, let's stop giving people advice. Let's stop.
Just shut up.
Done. We're done.
There's this one dude, his name is Bobby, and I fucking hate him. He has this whole Bobby approved thing. He's constantly contradicting himself. Like, literally all the time. He's like, absolutely never touch seed oils. This popcorn is popped in just a little bit of, like, soybean oil, whatever. Like, dude, stop contradicting yourself. Or, like, never have farm-raised salmon. And then this, like, recipe
and then
video
it's like, never
where
have wild-caught salmon.
Yeah, and, well, in this video, he was literally cooking with farm-caught salmon. And he's like, if it's ethically, like, produced, whatever, then you can have it. And I'm like, but you said never before.
Like,
and he's like, never eat sugar. This is sweetened with just a little bit of cane sugar. Like, dude, stop contradicting yourself. And then he also does brand deals with, like, wine companies. And I'm like, okay, so you have all these crazy, like, opinions, but alcohol is okay? Alcohol is objectively bad for you.
Is that, like, it's just, everything's so inconsistent. There's, like, there are never any good answers. And for people, like you were saying, who just want to feel better. They just want to eat well. They just want to know, like, what should I consume? And what should I not? It's so hard to find answers.
It's really difficult. So as a person who's always been a victim of diet culture, it's been affecting me from, like, minute one of my life. It has fucked up my brain so bad.
Same.
I now have a medical condition where I need to be serious about eating healthy and eating specific things and avoiding specific things. And I know that it's actually for my health this time around, but it's fucking with my brain, and it's really hard to, like, I don't know. And you're going through a similar thing because you have to eat a specific diet for your stomach.
I do. Like I talked about earlier, I recently I have to start doing a really like low carb, high protein diet. Yeah. It's been a difficult change. And it's also so hard when I'm looking up recipes or trying to find tips and like good alternatives for things. Like there's so much contradicting information. I never know what to believe. I never know like what I can and can't eat. And like it's so hard to find just the right answers out there. It's really hard when I'm looking up for this like diet that I have to do that is just to make me feel better. It's just so I don't get stomach aches. I come across the same problem you do that the girl was talking about where it's like low calorie, skinny weight loss diet. I'm like, I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for a skinny weight loss diet. I just need a low carb, high protein thing because of my stomach problems. Like I just need. Like
sometimes diet changes are just to feel better. Yes. It's not because I need to be skinnier.
They always should be. Let's be honest.
Should be.
Anyway, next one. My wish is that I will get engaged to Nathan.
Cutesy.
Specifically.
Granted.
Thank you.
I like Nathan and I like you, so.
I like him too.
Approved.
Yeah, before he has to leave for the military, so. Oh, I also wish that that South Korea just made it not. You don't have to. You actually
I just wish for South Korea to get its shit together. Because what the fuck is going on over there right now?
Wow, yeah, actually. But I wish that mandatory army military service was not a thing in South Korea, and Nathan just didn't have to.
That's a wish that needs to start with North Korea not existing anymore. True. Unfortunately,
North Korea
gets swallowed up by a fiery chasm.
We gotta be quick.
Speed run, the same strand as my last one. No more fat phobia.
Yep. I put no more biphobia.
Yes. No more, maybe just no more bigotry, actually. Yeah, well, let's broaden it.
I was just being specific to, what I have to struggle with, because I guess I was being a little selfish, but,
Yeah.
Biphobia, it just bothers me so much because it's so normalized for straight people, and it's so normalized for the queer community.
Yeah. We just can't win, either way.
What the fuck? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's always
yeah.
It's just stupid that because I'm dating a guy that's worse in terms of queer eyes, and I'm I'm bi. You know what that means. You know that means I also like guys. I'm still bi. That's how it works.
Can I say one thing?
This is part of being bi.
Controversial. You know Caleb Heron? I don't know how you say his name.
Yeah.
I think he's hilarious. I love him most of the time. He's kind of biphobic, and I don't love it. Well, did you hear his comment about, I love bi girls and their boyfriends? And, okay, buddy, thanks for that. And I saw a clip of him the other day where he said, I do believe that bisexual people exist, but I'm tired of hearing from them. Okay. Shut up, actually. Go fuck yourself.
That's weird.
I think he's really funny most of the time. And he's a gay man, so I'm dude...
And
what are we doing here?
Brittany and Drew are so funny together. I love all of them. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Dude, come on.
Yeah, I'm just kind of tired of it.
I don't think he has bad intentions.
I'm starting to get tired of the jokes. I know they
think... It's just way too casual.
Oh, it's just a joke. I don't
but, it still hurts.
But I'm the thing is, though, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Or, when someone's, I don't... if someone's bi, and, a woman specifically, is bi, and they're, single, I feel it's so common for the queer people to be hope she's with a girl. Or
yeah,
and I'm why though? Why?
I'm currently.
Is she more valid in the queer community?
I'm currently single, but I'm kind of I kind of hope I end up with a girl so that people will validate my sexuality, which is
sucks.
Fucked up.
No, it is.
That's so fucked up. I shouldn't have to feel that way.
I'm you guys know what bi means.
Yeah. But I'm about to go on a date with a girl who's a lesbian, and is perfectly okay with the fact that I'm bi. So. Good. Slay.
Well, you would think that most queer people would be okay with bi people, right? But for some reason,
I don't know. They just don't trust us for some reason.
They think
we're lying.
Fakes.
I don't know.
I'm no, I promise I'm attracted to women.
Anyways, that's the end of my list. Yeah. Let's rapid fire the rest of yours.
Okay, rapid fire my last few. You can tell me if you will grant them or not. I want Curtis Conner to come to Salt Lake City on his comedy tour.
Granted, and I'd go with you.
I want Michelle to release a new album.
Granted.
Oh, I want the camera roll and the emoji keyboard to go back to normal.
Oh my God, granted. And I never want them to change again. Stop changing things without an explanation for why they changed.
The camera
Stop changing it just to change it. If you didn't enhance it, don't fucking change it.
Period. But the camera roll was fine. Actually, it was better.
I
liked it
so bad.
It's so bad now.
And we are not the only people to complain about it. I've seen hundreds of people complaining about it.
It's so hard to navigate. It's stupid. It's counterintuitive. It's ugly. The emoji keyboard. Also, why are my stickers mixed in with my emojis? Why? Like, why?
Literally,
why?
I don't want it. I don't want
them there.
Stop it.
Okay. I want keto items, high protein items to not be 10 times more expensive anymore. It's stupid. I can't control the fact that I have to be eating this diet.
I want to afford my stupid protein shakes.
It's not fair. And that goes for other people who have dietary restrictions. Milk alternatives should never cost more at
Thank you,
cafes.
Starbucks, for finally making that change, first of all.
Gluten-free things should stop costing so much more. Maybe they're more expensive to produce. I actually just don't give a fuck. I don't care,
Raise the price of everything ever so slightly then. Don't, be mean to the people who need the extra stuff. I'm okay paying it a little bit extra for, the normal stuff if it means that people who need special stuff for their dietary restrictions have reasonable prices for their stuff.
A loaf of white sandwich bread at Winco costs $1.50. A loaf of white sandwich bread that's keto at Winco costs $7.50.
Oh my God! That is an insane markup.
Stupid.
That's
and it's
so
not my
dumb.
fault that if I eat the white bread, I'm gonna be in pain the entire next day and I'm gonna feel sick to my stomach. It's not my fault. And I can't afford. It's like I can't afford to just feel healthy.
Yeah,
that sucks.
it's not fair.
That's so dumb and not fair. So yeah, and I also just I want keto bakeries to be everywhere because that'd be awesome. And also I miss cookies.
So fair.
I want to just go buy one instead of having to look up a weird ass recipe and find all the weird ass ingredients that go in it and figure it out myself. And then it turns out weird. And I spent so much money on buying said ingredients. I'd like to just go to a bakery and be like, yo, they have keto croissants. Let's fucking go. Actually, that's awesome. And I can just fucking buy one. Okay. Any other things to add?
I think we covered it.
Woo! We got into it.
That was a lot. That was a big old yap sesh.
Yeah, we got loud because we were passionate. So
yeah, sorry guys.
if we clipped the mics again, not surprised.
Once again, we are not professionals.
We just claim to be. That's our tagline. I feel
we're not professionals, but we claim to be.
I still think we should go with we are
Wish you a Merry
professionals, but we don't
Christmas.
claim to be.
We are professionals, but we don't claim to be. Exactly.
All right, what's your water of the day?
What?
I don't know. What's your song?
My song recommendation?
Uh-huh.
I got to think about it for a sec. I always forget to plan something.
I've been listening to my nostalgia playlist recently from music I listened to in high school, and it's been making me feel really happy.
Cute.
And so I'm gonna recommend a song from that. A song that I loved when I was a teenager. Which is what? What should I go with?
I'm gonna go with, do you remember what I did last time?
No.
I hope this isn't the same thing.
Last time we went over our...
I think I said A Running Start by Sufjan Stevens.
Yes, you did do Sufjan Stevens.
I'm gonna do another Sufjan Stevens song. I'm gonna go with That Was the Worst Christmas Ever. Sufjan Stevens has a ridiculous amount of Christmas songs. Have you seen how long his Christmas album is?
No.
It's 50 songs or
That's
something.
crazy.
But this song, they played it in Heartstopper. Season 3.
Cute.
And I've been listening to it a lot since it's Christmas time now. And it's really pretty. I love it.
My recommendation
It's not a positive Christmas song, though.
is a song called Vacation by...
Vacation, all I ever wanted.
No, it's not that. By Florist. Florist was my favorite artist when I was in high school because I was a little hipster and I thought I was so cool and I listened to all this indie music and I wore glasses that didn't have prescriptions, and I
looked up to you a lot at that time because I was just your little sister, but I think you were kind of insufferable, maybe.
I probably was. I was a 16-year-old wannabe hipster and a Dan and Phil fan. Let's be real. I was probably horrible. Yeah. But at the same time, I had really good taste in music.
True.
And Florist was my favorite artist then, and they're still really good. My taste in music has changed a little bit, and I listen to slightly different things now, but... Honestly, Michelle sounds like something I would have listened to in high school.
They do.
So, anyway, Vacation by Florist. That was my favorite song back then, so it's on my nostalgia playlist. All right, well, thank you for submitting your things. We got more submissions than we've ever had before.
I know, thank you guys. We had to harass you all a little bit.
But you did it.
Yay!
We got 5 people to participate.
Wow!
Proud of you guys. Way to go, Dumps. Way to go.
Okay. Bye, losers.
I gotta go to work. Annie has to go on a date, so we're gonna go. Love you guys.
To pee.
Annie has to pee. I do too.
Me first.
Okay, bye.
Bye.